Hello Libra, and welcome to your mini monthly tarot reading for the month of January. My name is Jennifer with Aquamode. For those of you that are new, just as a gentle reminder that I've already pre-shuffled and meditated with all the decks so that we can get started right away. And if you find that this message resonates with you, I do invite you to check out the collective energy clearing that I do at the end of all the readings every single month. And I also invite you to check out my Instagram account, which is _aquamood_, where I do frequent pick a card posts there as well. Yay! Okay, Libra, in the first week you have Six of Wands, and this is a card of forward movement. It is a card of triumph. It is a card of success. It is a card of accolades. It's maybe even a card of feeling proud of yourself. Oh, and you have the Priestess of Wands, and so you're very much in your power in the first week of January, where you're very excited, or you're very, and I'm like, yeah, you're very much in your power. Priestess of Wands is a card of someone who is both creative and also very spiritual. She is very queenly, and she has a message to deliver. She has ideas to communicate, things to share with the world. In the second week, you have the Crone. And so this is a card of tuning into your inner wisdom. This is a card of, for some of you, I'm getting even leveling up spiritually. This is a card of connecting to your spirit guides in the second week. Also making time to meditate and to make some time to spend time alone, so that you can hear these messages, so that you can connect to that wisdom, to that guidance that's coming up for you in the second week. Oh, the good old Five of Cups. There's still something in the past, or there's still old energy from the past that is weighing heavy on your heart. There's still sadness in your energetic field. There's still discontent, maybe even resentment. Maybe just even like a deep disappointment that something didn't work out. And so you are wanting to let this energy go. That is probably why you have this wisdom, or this guidance, or this desire to be guided in the second week, to help you with this energy that you've been meaning to let go of. And in the third week, you have Nine of Swords. And Nine of Swords is an energy of being worried, of being stressed. It's an energy of overthinking. It's an energy of getting stuck in your head, maybe even stressing or obsessing. Oh yeah, there's the Ten of Wands coming up for you. The third week, however, seems to get a little bit more difficult for you. Ten of Wands is, the way I read this card is allowing or doing your best to go with the flow. So I'm not sure if you can see it very well, but it's a bunch of women, and they're kind of like pushing and tugging each other one way and another way. But the moment you dig in your heels, like, you might get hurt. The moment you try to go against the flow, you might get pulled in two separate directions. So even though you might not want to find yourself in this situation, allowing yourself to go with the flow as best as you can, or surrendering what you can't control during the third week, is going to help you. You have the World, and you have the 10. We are putting things to an end at the end of January 2021. What do you want to be done with? What do you want to close out? What are you ready and willing to put away, close the chapter on? The world is the card of closing a chapter on something. Maybe this last lingering sadness, you're ready really to let it go, to be done with, to move on from, to no longer continue in this fighting or this agony or this stress, whatever this situation is, because you have another 10 coming up in the 4th week. And this is a card of, in this particular deck, it shows people jumping off a cliff and into green waters. And so this is very symbolic of having overanalyzed and having obsessed over a situation so much, and you can't figure it out with your logical thinking mind, that you have no other alternative than to jump back into your heart space. You have to make that jump from your mind down into your heart. And so this is a card of surrendering, it's a card of trust, but it's also a card of being very mindful of your thoughts, making sure that your thoughts don't run away from you, stress you out needlessly. This is a time of ending and putting an end to things, putting things to rest. Okay, let's pull some oracle cards to get guidance for each of these weeks. Yeah, in the first week you have surrender to rest and sleep. To prevent burnout, slow down, honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. Again, being very mindful not to burn yourself out, making sure that you sleep. When you start to overanalyze, when you start to overthink or obsess think, it's probably like a good way to put a pause to that is to take a nap, because when you're tired, it's harder to control your thoughts or to put them at ease. Surrender to divine timing in the second week. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough, according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. So again, some of you guys might be working on a project and might be feeling a little like impatient that it hasn't fully manifested or that it hasn't come through, but there are other things that need to get worked out and sorted out. So just because it's not here fast enough doesn't mean it's not coming. Surrender frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. Again, whatever you are dealing with in the third week, making sure that you are rested, that you are as high vibrational as you can be, that you have go-to ways or tools for centering yourself is really going to help you. And you have surrender silence in the fourth week. And so this is talking about it. I'm going to read it to you. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. So again, you have that message of silence and rest coming up for you. But I also want to point out how like there's both like this little castle or place pillar on a cliff. And there's still that same water in both of these energies, right? And again, it is a message of jumping back into your heart space, of nourishing yourself, especially at the end, right? Because there are endings happening for you, conclusions happening for you, I should say. All right, and I'm going to close out with one chakra card, and it is the throat chakra. and it is laminar, or sorry, it says Larimar. And it says listening. If you want to be heard, learn to listen. And so I believe this is talking about the surrendering to the silence, so that you can hear the messages that want to come through, so that you can hear that inner voice or that guidance or that wisdom, so that you can hear or feel the whispers of your heart. So I would say, Libra, that for the month of January, having tools of calmness, having tools to ground, having making sure that you're taking care of yourself, resting, keeping your energy up, is going to help you navigate the energies. Even though you do have a very strong beginning, it's almost like that momentum to push you to make decisions about what needs to end. All right, Libra, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope these messages were helpful to you, and we'll see you guys at the next reading. Bye.